So good afternoon. My name's, as I just said, Chris Anthony. How do you follow attacking, swarming, autonomous boats, ships? I think that's pretty cool. And then following up with, we sent stuff to the moon. We got some messages back. And then what do? They send up the cybersecurity and AI guy. Okay, so I'll do my best. I was asked to participate in the conversation today from, why am I here in Maryland? Why Maryland? Why this industry of cybersecurity and then AI? So I went back. I'm a retired Army guy. When I was in high school, I wanted to jump out of airplanes, right? And the best place to do that is Fort Benning, Georgia, right? Home of the airborne, right? 3rd Ranger Battalion, those types of organizations, and that's what I did. And it was in the mid-90s and the early 2000s where that community, the military at large, they were creating what we know as information systems today that then became cybersecurity. So as a person who jumped out of airplanes, right, I wanted to be part of that. So I spent about 12 years in the military, wound up in various positions around the special operations community and ended up at the National Security Agency in Hawaii. Cybersecurity was just starting to take off. And I wanted to be part of that. So I asked to come to Maryland, and my friend said, hey, consider Maryland. Send your kids to Howard County schools and work at this place called APL. It's a great organization. I said, great. I did all the above. What's an APL? So 8 years ago, my co-founder and I, we started a company called TeamWorx Security. Right? And our goal was very simple. It's modeled after what I did in the military, which, how do you get different organizations, different technologies, different services who speak different languages, right? That's the beauty of the military. We do things differently, but when we come together, we're unstoppable, right? How can you build technology that does that? What Maryland has to offer, right here where I live in Howard County, is one of the most talented workforces on the planet, right? Dr. Ball mentioned earlier, Howard County, cybersecurity capital of the world. Sometimes we hear that about Maryland, but it's the workforce. It's the access to the organizations from DoD, the intelligence community, right? Private industry, and we launched TeamWorx Security out of the Applied Physics Lab, right under Johns Hopkins. National research, 6,000 very talented folks, right? That is representative of not only Howard County, but Maryland. And if you want to create and you want to innovate, you need a workforce that can help you do that. So I'm here, created the company. We've been around for 8 years. We wanted to rewrite what we thought cybersecurity needed, where we thought cybersecurity was going to go. How can you innovate in a space, right? And you do that with a workforce, and you do that with innovators, and you do that with dreamers, right? I'm an engineer. You need a whole bunch of those too, right? Jeremy, I saw Jeremy earlier, right? Data science guy. That's what you need, right? You need folks with dreams, an idea, people who can build. We wanted to take language, common language, chat, messaging, some form of communication, turn that into data. And if we can turn it into data and really understand what was happening in as close to real time, with partnerships with various industries, cybersecurity, not cybersecurity, we think we could change the game. We think we can move the ball forward. We think we can create an opportunity to have a good product and to make sure that not only our warfighter, but our industries and academia right here at home win, right? We wanted to be part of giving and creating those types of opportunities, right? So here I am, Howard County, right in the middle of it, creating, inventing, and the world was starting to change. Cybersecurity is still very exciting. I think we're just at the very tip of what this industry is capable of. And maybe as a researcher, as an engineer or other, I thought that, okay, we're at the forefront. And here I was, just as excited as if I were jumping out of airplanes. And then just a handful of years ago, AI happened. Wow. AI is about to change the game again. It's about to disrupt the entire industry that we know. And we're just at the very beginning, and just like jumping out of an airplane, I can't wait for the next 10 years to happen.